Hey, welcome to Planet Hex Review Time. I'm Andrew Hawnt. This is the short episodes I put out twice a week in support of my main Planet Hex show, which comes out at the weekend. These short episodes, I review something that I've rediscovered, revisited, or discovered for the first time. And today I'm going to talk about something special. It's going to be this. It's going to be Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors, which I have revisited. And now, it's one of those films where I love it so much that I'm always worried that when I do revisit it, it's not going to be as great as it used to be. But this holds up well. It holds up really, really well. By far, this is my favourite movie in the Nightmare on Elm Street series. My favourites are the first one, which is a classic, number 3, which is also a classic, and New Nightmare, the 7th one. If you think about it, those 3 make a perfect trilogy for me. But today we're talking about this third one, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Dream Warriors! I had to get that in. I love the theme tune by Dokken. It's a great album. It's a great song, that one. So I rewatched it on good old VHS. Oh, how I love VHS. And I love this tape. This is a great tape. I know it's not got the most famous of the covers on there, or the most beloved covers, but this is the it's not this copy, but this is the edition I had growing up, and this is the one that I watched the hell out of. So, this movie, it's the third in the series, as it's obvious from the title, and it sees the return of Heather Langenkamp as Nancy, who goes along to a psychiatric hospital to help some kids that are clearly seeing Freddy in their dreams. Now, she has the previous experience with Freddy, so she knows how to help. She knows what to do and what to say that will help these kids that are being stalked by Freddy in their dreams while they're stuck in this hospital. And it features some really, really striking visuals. The puppet scene, for example, the fight with the skeleton. You know, there's a lot going on here. That really holds up well. There's some very striking visuals and stuff like the puppet itself. When you're in the room and you see the puppet hanging on the strings, and you see Freddy's face forming it, it's really striking. And of course, what happens after that? There are some really good turns in this, including a young Patricia Arquette who knocks it out of the park as Kristen. Unfortunately, she didn't come back for the follow-up to this, the Dream Master, and was replaced by Tuesday Knight playing the same character. However, in Elm Street 3, she puts in a really good performance as Kristen, the girl with the power to bring people into her dreams. So with people like Joey and Kincaid, alongside Nancy and the others, they set about getting rid of Freddy once and for all. There's a nice cameo from John Saxon in there, playing Nancy's dad again from the original. There's Lawrence Fishburne in there, when he was still called Larry Fishburne in his credits. And there are a lot of things to love about this movie, not least the direction from Wes Craven, who came back. He didn't do number 2, Freddy's Revenge, but he did number 3, Dream Warriors, and he did a fantastic job. The story wasn't by him alone. It was by I can't remember now. It was Wes Craven and Bruce Wagner came up with the script for it, and again it was produced by Robert Shea. Sorry, it was directed by Chuck Russell. Sorry, not Wes Craven. I do apologise. I'm getting my facts mixed up now. I blame age and lack of sleep and parenthood, but that's my excuse for everything. So, but Wes Craven did come back to co-write this, and it shows, because you get a very grounded, very believable Nancy. You get some really believable kids in there that put in a really good performance. It's an excellent film. And it does hold up well, even though the effects have dated a little bit. Now, granted, it was 87 it came out. I think it was 1987. And but it hasn't dated all that badly. The things that are in there still look great. Apart from 1 or 2 shots that are kind of noticeably dated now, but they are few and far between when it comes to the quality of this. It is a really good film. And one of the reasons I wanted to revisit it, I wanted to revisit the D&D aspect and stuff like that. Start playing D&D, another D&D campaign with a new group, and that's awesome. I'm really having fun with that. But you know, the stuff where he gets up out of the wheelchair and he says, "In my dreams, I am powerful. I'm a wizard," and starts battling Freddy in the in the tunnel, corridor, subway, alleyway type thing, where he's fighting Freddy with magic powers and does a really good job of it until you know what happens. But yeah, this is a really satisfying film. It is also a film where the series could have ended quite easily on it. It does have a definite ending, with Freddy being laid to rest and destroyed, and it rounds off the story from the first one really well in ways that the second one didn't. I know Freddy's Revenge was okay. It was not my favourite of the series, but it didn't really round the story off at all. It just carried it on and set it up for more and more sequels. However, number 3, it does end properly, and apart from the light coming on in the dollhouse at the end, there's nothing to say that Freddy would come back. And it could have just ended there. Of course, we got 4, 5, 6, 7, and eventually we got Freddy vs. Jason, and then the remake that we won't talk about. But this holds up really well, and I'm really pleased about that. And I do enthuse anyone that has never seen Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors to check it out. If you like a good horror movie, it doesn't get much better than this from that era. It's got everything you could want. It's got Freddy Krueger firing on all cylinders before he became too quippy, before he became just sarcastic. He's still malevolent and demonic in this, and it works so well. It's got a great soundtrack, again, the aforementioned song by Dokken, Dream Warriors. If you've never seen the music video for that, by the way, do look up Dream Warriors by Dokken, because it is epic. The music video is amazing, just because it has Freddy in it, and it's got clips in the movie, and it's got the Nightmare on Elm Street clips mixed in with Dokken, who are interacting with Patricia Arquette and Freddy. It's a very unique... it's a very unique music video and the sort of thing you just don't see now. So Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Dream Warriors. Absolute 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 100%. This is a brilliant film in every possible way, and I love it dearly. I've loved it since I was far too young to have seen it, but we know that's okay. In this day and age, these things happen. This was my Freddy movie. This was my entrance. This was my entry into discovering horror in a big way and becoming fascinated with special effects and how things are put together. Definitely check it out and revisit it. It pays off for the rewatch. So that's my review of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Dream Warriors. I'm Andrew Hawnt, and this is Planet Hex Review Time. There'll be another episode like this, 2 more episodes like this next week, but look out for the full-length episode of Planet Hex this weekend. I thank you very much for joining me on these little review videos. They are really fun to do. Thanks ever so much. Have a good night.